Hello, everybody and everything. Welcome to the final part 3. This is going to be the full 1 hour that is left of this video. As you can see on my timer, it is a different day because I went to bed. So, yeah. Well, I ate, hung out with my family, went to bed, things like that. It's all fun and cool. So let's finish this ride and see what this madman has to say. Oh, also, I got my camera working finally. Yay! Okay, let's go.
In that game, all the characters play the same. If you play Goku, you didn't play. Both of them play the same. You just go get close, square, square, square. I've watched different people live stream this game. I've watched you live stream this game before just to see what it was like, just to know. And guess what? It's exactly what we knew. It was trash. Everyone plays the same to where it really does not matter who you pick. The only thing, and I picked up on this hearing Eli whine about it. I watched him too. Some guy named not Eli or something. So that dude, the little white boy that looks like Silent.
All right, bro, we gotta do all that, man. Let's keep it Dragon Ball, bro. Let's keep it Dragon Ball.
Okay. Oh. I always say because you like the dude from Jay and Silent Bob.
Going, boy. Just keep it Dragon Ball, boy. That one kept going.
Oh, okay. So, only thing that makes the characters different, from what I understand, is the power rating system. So, if a character is rated power level 4 DP, 5 DP, 7 DP, or whatever, I've heard people talk about this umpteen times. If they're not above a 7, they don't fucking matter. So I already know, because those characters are females and because Bandai Namco and because Spike are sexist, you already know they finna be low DP. So they're not even gonna be in that trash game.
Bro, like, you can't get mad if they're low DP if that's what they are in the show, though.
Okay, but why would anyone care about some characters you're not gonna be able to use?
I agree with that part, but I'm just saying, like, you can't get, like, of course they're gonna be low DP though. Yo, Hammer, thanks for the big 5, man.
So why should developers care
out of that trailer? The only person that people are even gonna care about, and it's only because he's a fusion, and you know he's gonna be high DP, is Super 17. Because from what I've heard, they make all fusions like DP 10 or something. So you already know he's the only one people are gonna care about because he's like he's gonna be the meta. Who?
Champa.
Okay, I guess him too. I don't know, but ultimately it doesn't matter because the DP system, that's just gonna be your stat system or whatever. How strong your character punches and how much damage they can absorb. That's all it is. But other than that, all the characters play the same. Square, 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 square. Knock away, throw a super attack. The online, the servers are so trash. Most stuff don't connect.
Thanks for the big 5 though, bro. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Let's not forget we watched someone dog Gogeta with Cyberman. It is about, you gotta be like a demon at the game to do it, but yeah. Yo, Fallon, thanks for the big 5. So let me ask you this, bro. So let's go back to Xenoverse 3 real quick. So let's say in the next trailer, Xenoverse 3, they show gameplay models of Fasha, Chila, Zangya. They show all 3 of them and everything. And, they showed gameplay, and let's say the gameplay was decent or whatnot. Would that change your mind about the game?
Look, I'm gonna put it like this. The only thing that's gonna change my mind is if they show all the Avatar races.
No, I'm just saying. So not to cut you off, but I'm saying, is that just a quick yes or no? Would that change your mind? Yes or no? Before you start, adding more to it.
Okay, that alone, that by itself, no.
Wow, I thought you was gonna say yes, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Thanks for the big 2, Mark. Bro, that just seems like that's the main shit you asked for, though. That's what it feels like.
I'm an all or nothing person. I'm an all or nothing. You want all of my money, I want all of what I want. You want all, because you're going to try to charge $100 and some for the game, and then you're going to try to, on top of that, charge a $50 season pass. I expect to get all of what I want. Because you want all of my money.
So you want the Fasha, the Zangya, and everything, and plus like the other races and everything. Like it got to mark off your checklist for you to buy it.
Yep.
Okay, so let me go back to this then. You bought Xenoverse 2 when it didn't have Fasha and everything in there. So what, that didn't mark off your checklist, you bought that?
Okay, at the time when the Xenoverse 2 first came out, It did. It met all my check boxes. It was a clear improvement over 1. It had all the CAC avatar races. It was still the promise of having these different characters in different DLCs down the line. I had no way of knowing that they weren't gonna honor that commitment of putting Fasha in as DLC. They already had her items in the game. They referenced her. They had tons of story opportunities and story relevance to add that character into the game, and they gypped out on it. They didn't do it, so I had no way of knowing.
I mean, I guess, man. I guess, bro. So can I ask you this, bro? Let's say if they drop another trailer, are you willing? If they listen, whenever they do drop another trailer,
which they're going
and
to,
whatever your thoughts on it, bro, are you willing to do a part 2 to this once they do that? Because I feel like it would be more fair of really critiquing to this. Would you willing to come back and say your thoughts of a part 2 of the trailer?
And I will watch it.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course.
Because that's when I really want to see what you have to say is when the next trailer. Because this just seems like role play when it comes. Because like I said, we don't know. The next trailer, I want to see what you have to say about it, in my opinion. That's why
because my theory is on the next trailer, there will be gameplay and show. We're going to probably see character races. And on top of that, we're going to probably see who the NPC player characters are going to be. And when I mean NPC players, I'm talking like your characters like, Brett, freaking Gamma, maybe a Goku or a Vegeta. We saw Piccolo in the trailer, so maybe he'll be a playable character for like doing the your time patrol quests and everything. So, but we'll see.
I want to feel like, but I was gonna have a segment where chat can like ask you certain questions. You can read the ones you want to read the ones you don't want to. If they do you want to do that or? Because I don't know how.
I mean, sure, if you got time for it, yeah.
All right, so chat, if you got any questions for Perfection about Xenoverse, keep it Dragon Ball related. If not Dragon Ball related, mods, ban it immediately. If it's not Dragon Ball related, ban it. I'm not doing no roleplay shit, bro. So if y'all got any questions for him, you can read the ones you want to read, bro. So go crazy, man. Yo, Kag, thanks so much for the bit 5, though, boy. I appreciate it, though, bro. Keep it Dragon Ball related, bro. I'm not doing that bullshit, bro. Keep it Dragon Ball related, bro. Anything Dragon Ball, you got a certain question you want to ask or get his opinion on, go crazy, bro. If you don't got nothing cool to say, bro, just keep it to yourself, off. Yo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, Kagu, with the big 5, though, boy. He said, why you do? I'm going to let him read it. So if any ones you see you want to read, if somebody donate to you, please read that one first if you don't mind since they donated. But yeah, bro.
Okay,
Somebody
this one from
my fault. Yeah. Now, can you answer that, please? I'm so sorry. Can you answer that without can you answer Ranger Mail one? I'm curious about that one too.
Oh, I only saw this one from Pagu XV, and it didn't seem like he was asking a question. It seemed like he was making a statement.
No, from Ranger Mail. Can you read the one from Ranger Mail?
Let me try to find it. Ranger Mail. I think I'm back. Push back here.
I just read it to you, man. He said, "Why you like Fasha so much?"
Bruh, she's the first female Saiyan. Why not like her, bruh? She was badass in the movie, bruh.
Dude, what did she do in the movie, bro?
Bruh, she's the first female Saiyan. She on the group. She kicking ass just like the dudes. Like her design, like it's kick ass. It's exactly what you would want for a female Saiyan. Like,
but the thing is that in the Bardock movie special, I don't think we actually saw her fight, though. And if we did, that must be something I completely missed, because I've seen that movie hundreds of thousands of times.
It's just everything. The color palette is perfect. The outfit is just like
I'll just rewatch
perfect.
It later.
It's everything, bro. Even the voiceover is just perfect. Like you couldn't get a better character, bro. You could not have a better character. And then when you get her in Budokai Tenkaichi 2 and Tenkaichi 3, the moveset is flawless too. Like I'm sorry. I'm always gonna have a place in my heart for the first female Saiyan. Like,
didn't
she's
she
perfect.
like die like 1 minute?
Okay,
in,
but
bruh?
you know. Okay, but you know, since the movie is for the father of Goku, you knew that everyone else had to die off because it's got to be about Bardock. He's got to be the tragic hero and whatnot. And you know, at that time, they were not ready for like a female Saiyan hero to lead the movie. So, you know, they had to job Fasha out and have her, you know, kind of be that inspiration for Bardock to crash out and try to fight against Frieza. So it is what it is.
Hey man, listen, bro. That's what you got going on, bro. So go crazy, bro. Anybody else got any other questions, bro? Any other questions, bro? Keep it Dragon Ball related. Dragon Ball related. Any questions, man? Dragon Ball related, bro. Dragon Ball related. Do anybody have any more questions, bro, before we move on?
Yes. Does he eat turtles?
He already answered. He said he ain't gonna play Xenoverse 3, bro. If you see one, bro, just read it, bro.
Yeah, like Xenoverse 3 is not up to standard. It's not gonna have. It's not adequate. It's not good enough, bro.
Nah, I mean, bro, D the Hopper, please shut that shit up. He meant like me eating in my comments, bro. Please, bro.
Oh, let me see.
There is a possible Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 will be the.
I don't see it. I'm looking at the highlighted super chats or whatnot. I'm not seeing this stuff for some reason. Oh, let me go to live.
Yeah, you might gotta like hit the live button and it'll catch you up, bro. Hooper, bro. No, because you hopping on meat. That's why I call you Hopper, nigga. I read it right the first time. You just like meat eating.
Hopper, not Hopper. They don't highlight his stuff. I see what he last said, but it didn't.
Thanks for the bit fire though, boy. I appreciate it though, bro.
Okay, I see local what he said. Perfection. Your characters are coming as Sparking Zero. Why are you not happy? I don't play Sparking Zero, so I'm not gonna be happy. That game is trash. Nobody. I don't care about it. The gameplay. Is not. There's not enough strategy or depth to it. It's damn near a cell phone tap game. You just tap and square. It does not matter. There's no neutral game. There's no combo It's no real combo resets. I've seen the stupid stuff people try to do with some kind of key blast or something with Android characters. And I see people cry. I've seen different streamers crying about that. But other than that, the combo is shallow compared to Xenoverse 2. So I really do not care about that game.
Sounds like a skill issue.
It's not Tenkaichi. It's a fake Kaiichi game. I don't like it. I don't care.
All right, do you mind reading the next ones and read the 2 donations? If they donate, read those first because they donated. So
okay.
read Hammer, then read Gabe.
Okay, I got Gabe up here. I don't see what Hammer said, but
read Hammer first. He donated first. Hammer donated first.
Let me find his. Shit.
It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work, bro. Yo, Dart, thanks for the beat too, though, boy.
Dragon Ball dating in XV3.
We gotta get to that, man. That's a good. That was a good one. Dart.
Just tell me what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna make it easier for you, bro. All right, Hammer donated $2. Hammer said, "What?"
Keep dating simulators in the Sword Art Online games, man. I don't need dating simulators in my Dragon Ball games. No.
This is the next Dragon Ball game you'll actually buy.
When they make another good one, I can't say. I don't know. Like, since they've already wasted Xenoverse 3, and that's not going to be a good game, I guess if they do a Dragon Ball Fighters 2, but I don't see that coming with them having a bad relationship with Arxis. I don't see them making anything else. I mean, I'm not going to buy Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Super Limit Breaking Neo Trash Cash Grab 2. I'm not buying that.
I think that's a free
and then you already know they're gonna try to do the next one too. So I don't care. I don't see anything. I'm not in a rush to buy trash games. I'm sorry. If they make a good Dragon Ball game, okay, I'll buy it. But if it's not good, if it's not up to snuff, I'm not buying it.
All right, there's your answer, Hammer. The next one we have Gabe. Gabe said, "How can you make an assumption that it's trash when we hardly have any info?"
Because if you've seen, look, we've all seen this 1,000 times when they promo these new games. We already know what we're gonna see when they do their first announcement. You know, They're gonna show you the hype story cutscenes to give you the slight plot of the game and what's going on. You're in a new city, blah blah blah. You're a part of this organization, blah blah blah. And they show you the beginning phases of you going out, and it's supposed to be you giving a decent overview. You're not going to spoil the finale of the game. You're not going to give away everything. It's like a trailer. Like if you watch an Avengers trailer, they're going to give you just enough to give you what the game movie is about without showing you everything, right? They're not going to give away the ending or whatever. So if I know what to look for and I know what I'm not seeing that should be in that initial trailer that's giving all those red flags, and I'm going to call it out. It needs to be called out, because if enough people call it out, then guess what? You don't have to wait forever for them to address it, because if they feel the pressure to come out and address it, they're going to address it sooner rather than later. They haven't addressed it. They don't feel enough pressure to come out and say, oh yeah, we're going to have character creator, or they have to confirm that they don't have it. Since they're not confirming anything, they don't have it. They're not going to say anything because they know that's a huge deal breaker for people. So they want to avoid mentioning that at any cost. So, yeah, I can make that assumption.
Let's say he's right. Let's say, there is no character creator thing and it's just John 1000 or Jane 1000. So, I'd be okay. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I'd be okay with that. Nah, the cat's dying again. Or sneezing. Dang, dude. But anyways, yeah. As long as, if they're going to play it like a Pokemon game, I guess, where you got to catch all the DBZ characters. Well, there's an idea. Where, yeah, where it's like, oh yeah, you can customize the character the way you want, but this is just gonna be the, here's the character, here's what it's gonna look like, all this other stuff. But my thing of it is this. It's Dragon Ball. It's a new storyline. I'm gonna play it regardless. And I'm probably gonna treat it like Xenoverse 2. Once I beat it, once I beat the story, I'll quit for a little bit, get back on it when there's new DLC, get the DLC, get back on it, beat the DLC, and then stop playing it for a little bit. That's it. Like, that's what I normally do with video game. That's what a lot of people normally do with video games like this. But yeah, just because they showed the, hey, this is Xenoverse 3 trailer, doesn't mean I'm not gonna buy it. That's just dumb. And like President Rose here said, just because they showed one trailer, that basically is like, here's the game you guys have been asking for, here you go, does not mean it's a bad game. Yes, they showed one trailer, but a lot of game companies do that. A lot of game companies show one trailer, and it's just, oh, here's an opening cutscene for the game that we're going to show you first. And then the second one, we're going to show gameplay. And then the third one, we're going to show some story content for you. Or it's the other way around. It's the second trailer is going to be story content with some gameplay. And the third trailer, they're just going to go all out, showing, hey, this is what we've all got for you guys. So get hyped up and be prepared.
I've seen too many Dragon Ball games, and I know the same order of operations. I know all the steps to the dance, and I know what they're getting ready to do.
All right, yo, that was your answer, Gabe. Dark said, why where you? Oh, my fault, Dark. Dark said, were you happy with when Xenoverse 2 got the? Wait, were you happy we got Dragon Ball dating in Xenoverse 2? Was you happy when they added the dating thing in Xenoverse 2?
When did they add that?
I didn't care one way or the other. It wasn't bad DLC.
You didn't play it.
I played a little bit of it to get the content, to get, try to get the moves and whatnot. For what they did, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like it was glitchy or janky or anything. But do I think that sort of thing belongs in a Dragon Ball fighting game? No. Am I bothered by it? If I did not have to unlock anything, And if it didn't have Chilai in it, I would not have been playing it. But since it met those two requirements, then yeah, I played a little bit of it. Still haven't finished it, but it was okay. You know, it is what it is.
So would you be happy if they added in Xenoverse 3? Or would you like would that like make you happy?
Nope, I would still not buy that godforsaken game.
Keep the dating stuff in SAO. The Sword Art Online games, the dating stuff, it fits, it works for the game, for that game series, but keep it out of my Dragon Ball, please.
Never buying the game. All right, next one is how much do I gotta pay to bait this man? I got 200. We just keeping it like this for right now, bro. Maybe next stream we might do something role play like that, man. If this one goes well, but right now I'm just not inviting nobody up, bro. Appreciate the game for the bit 5 though, boy. Next one, who else donated? Mark said, give me a minute, my fault. Mark was the last one, right? Okay, yeah, there we go. Mark said, what do you consider a good Dragon Ball game? That's from Mark.
Okay, so a good Dragon Ball game. Well, a good Dragon Ball game, first and foremost, needs to have a really robust roster. I'm talking about you need to have all the characters from the previous title, even if you're making a brand new like series. Let's say if you're jumping from Rage and Blast to Xenoverse, right? Just hypothetically, right? Even though they actually did it, right? Well, that new game needs to have everyone from that previous game, and it needs to have anyone who's current in the anime or the movies that you have access to. I need to be able to play all my favorite characters. I don't care what the power level of the character is. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, can you play? Can you play all the characters? Can you play? Oh, let me remember. Do you have Android 14 and 15 in Sparking Zero?
Do you have Android 14 and 15 in Xenoverse 2?
No, they did not put them in as DLC, okay. But at the time that Xenoverse 2 came out, they had everyone that was new in Dragon Ball at that time. And Goku Black, they were actively adding all the new content from Dragon Ball Super. I think the first DLC was Goku Black, and then immediately after that, they had Hit and the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 stuff. So they had everyone, and they were actively adding in all the brand new content as it came out.
I mean, but you can say that for Sparkin. Sparkin's actively, well, not super actively, but adding people in right now for their big update. I don't know if you saw it. What? I
mean, I watched it. I saw it. I did watch it in the background with the volume off just to see what y'all was talking about. Again, it's just, you know.
Chat, my fault. Is everybody good, bro?
How is this?
Wait, Perfection. Wait. Are y'all good, bro? My computer's tweaked. Y'all good? Is it working fine? Okay, my fault. My little role play app popped up, dude.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I was gonna say is how are you saying that when this game doesn't even have all the grade 8 characters for the Saiyans like Tenkaichi 3 did? Did they show King Vegeta in his grade 8 form? Did they show
King Vegeta now, but he's not in his grade 8 form?
Okay, so that's what Tenkaichi 3 had. Why the hell do you not have the ability for the Saiyans to have their grade 8 forms that were in Tenkaichi 3? No Turles grade 8, no Raditz grade 8, grade 8.
But I feel like you saying that is let's say they showed that in the trailer, you still wouldn't have bought it. So what's the point of even saying this?
But the point is, they should have that content that was in the previous game.
So you're saying even with the bad mechanics you think the game have, if they would have just showed you grade 8s and it started off with Fasha and all that, you would have bought the game.
Look, let me put it like this: the gameplay would have had to be vastly better.
You don't know how the gameplay is if you don't have the game, Perfection. You don't have it. So how do you know?
But I do know how the game is played. I'm watching other people play.
That's two different things, bro. Come on, bro. You know you watching something and playing it. It's two different things, bro.
If you've played, for example, right?
If you've Big 10, bro. Appreciate that, boy. Go ahead.
If you played Street Fighter games and somebody makes a brand new Street Fighter and you know what to look for, you can put yourself in the position of the person playing the game, and you know what the game is supposed to, what it's supposed to feature, what it's supposed to look like while you playing, while you throwing the combos, But what you know, you know this kind of stuff. So if you've seen a Dragon Ball Arena Fighter, and I see that it does not have actual cancels, like it doesn't have the Rage and Blast 2 cancels, it doesn't even have the Xenoverse 2 cancels. It doesn't, like, how do you take? They tried to take the Rage and Soul mechanic from Rage and Blast, but didn't even put the Rage and Soul combos in the game. What the hell? You just took, I guess you thought darkening the clouds for a short time was so hype, you threw that in, but you forgot the whole point of Raging Soul is the Raging Soul combos. You don't put a cancel system in the game that gives the game a skill curve, knowing how to use it.
I can't take it serious. If you played the game, then I will understand where you're coming from, but I can't take this conversation serious because you haven't played like that. You don't. I understand you're saying they're missing out stuff, but you haven't. You can't give me feedback on something that you haven't even tried. You know what I'm saying? But you go watch something trash.
That opinion is a little. I feel like that's misguided because I've played Dragon Ball games. Now let's say that if you were talking to Mike Hollow up here. He doesn't. I don't think he's played a lot of Dragon Ball games. He's aware of them. I think he's only played Dragon Ball Fighters, but he would not know anything about Dragon Ball Arena Fighters. So if you were asking him all this, he would not have a frame of reference to really talk to you about this. But I've played every Dragon Ball Arena Fighter. I played Tenkaichi, Rage and Blast, played Xenoverse. So I look at this game and I know what to look for. And I know when a Dragon Ball game looks good versus when it looks trash. I know when I'm watching this game, I know what questions to ask the player who's streaming the game. Well, what does it feel like? Does it feel like this? Does it play like that? Is it similar to this? I'm noticing that you're not doing any sidestep cancels or resets or this. Is there a reason you're not doing that? Does the game have those features?
That's something you have to try for yourself, though, because when Sparking came out, niggas was going over there. You had big YouTubers coming back talking about this play like BT3. Imagine if I just took their word on it. And I'm like, oh, this play like BT3, because that's what a lot of people was saying when Sparking come out, right? But come to find out, even looking at it, we was like, oh, this might be like BT3 because I'm looking at it, but I'm not playing it. But when I played it, it's nothing like BT3. So I'm saying you got to play it for yourself. Looking at him that he's not sidestepping, looking at him because he's not doing the Dragon Soul combo, looking at it is bro, that's literally insane. Like, you have to play it to see it, then form your opinion. You can't form your opinion off of him. He might be a D5 trash. He might not even know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but why is it fair for people to trust the opinion of C-Reacts and these other bigger YouTubers who are nowhere up to snuff in terms of competitive, like using your same logic here?
Okay, I chat. My niggas know me. Like, I after hearing that Bleach plays like Burst Limit, that's when I don't take niggas serious no more. Like, me personally, I always tell my niggas, bro, listen, play it for yourself, bro. Don't listen to nobody else. After when everybody was saying that, Spark and play like BT3 and all that, bro, I recommend anybody to play it for yourself. Don't even listen to me. Play it for yourself, bro. Like, I could give you what I think on it, but I recommend anybody play for yourself. Now, I could say, should they buy the game or not, but I'm not going to be like, yo, this like this and this like this. Like, dude, come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. You have to make them do it. So, thanks for the big five.
But here's the thing. That's a trap. And I'm going to explain to you why what you said is a trap. Why do they, the community and the consumer, the customers are supposed to vote with their wallet. Why do they have to spend money to find out that it's a bad situation? When you spend that money, you've already put your vote in and you've already wasted your money to find out what you already knew, which was the game is trash. You know when something is trash by looking at it. That doesn't make sense to me to say, well, you gotta buy the game to find out if it's trash, and then the company is totally gonna care after you've already wasted your money. Like, what?
I mean, that's any gaming though, bro. Like, yeah, you could, bro. I feel like only watching somebody would give you a feel of what it could be like, but playing it and watching somebody is two different experiences, bro. That's what I'm saying. You can get the you could be like, yo, Kaigu, thanks so much for the big 10 though, bro.
Because it's a character designed by Akira.
Let me get done with
when
his
Ace,
donation
which was
real
the
quick.
CAC portrayed in early trailers from the Xenoverse 2 trailers, was also designed by Akira.
Yo, Kaigu, thanks so much for the big 10 though, bro. I appreciate it though, bro. But like I said though, bro, like I feel like I don't even know. I lost my train of thought, low key, dude. I feel like I said, man.
I'll just have to edit this part out. Okay. Go get him some cat treats, but no. There. I'll just lay them right there for him.
Playing it and watching it is two different things, man. You could literally you can form an opinion while watching somebody. Yeah, you can do that, but it's still not the full thing without you actually getting your hands on it.
Yep.
Like maybe you might play Sparking Zero, you might like it. You never know that. You never tried it. Just watching it is insane. Webhead, thanks for the big
Man, I
five.
was joking when I said
If
we
I'm
would do this
watching,
stream next.
and I've not just watched one person, but if I watch top level player after top level player after top level player after top level player, and they're all doing the same.
Give me 5.
Okay, Game Breaker God, not Eli. Let's see. I've seen some dude named Six Arkin. I've seen a little bit of Christian Seda. I've happened upon his streams before. And some guy named Ambassador Plays. I've watched different people. I've watched more people, but those are the only names to come to mind right now. All the gameplay is the same. Regardless of the character you see on the screen, it's the same stuff. You trying to
last dono message?
huh? Oh, I've seen you before. Yeah, you too. And it's all the same thing. It's just basically it's not. It's no neutral. It's no neutral. The neutral is just like
too, bro.
It's just gliding around trying to get square, knock away, fucking throw super attack, throw a key super attack, and they really ruined the game. When everything, this is one thing I said about Xenoverse versus Sparking Zero. They ruined it when everything is sparking is a cinematic. So all your rush supers are the same. The only difference, and this is what I'm aware of, is that some people complain about some rush supers not jumping back before they play the movie. Like they just straight up play the physical rush super off the rip. And that's the only difference between some rush super attacks. So I mean, it's no room for player expression. There's no differences between the characters. There's no drive to play the other characters in the roster. And again, this is why every time I watch all these different people, who are they playing online? Gogeta Blue, Whis, Gogeta Blue, Whis. It's always the same characters, and it's boring to even watch them play now. And it's all the same gameplay. If I were to cover up the name and the channel icon of the different channels, and I was just to display this gameplay to everyone, you would see no difference, regardless of the character. It would be all the same gameplay.
I ain't gonna lie. That might have been the most heated thing you done said all night. I ain't gonna lie. I do agree with that. If you cover up the name, you couldn't even tell if that nigga had skill. I agree with that, bro.
So
I mean, a little bit, bro. Like you gotta admit, like I'm not a big fan on Sparking Zero Combat. So
I can actually 100% agree with what you just said. Mainly due to the fact that yes, Sparking Zero, even though it's a fun game to play, however, online play when it first came out, dog shit. Okay, not only was I having controller issues because of the game, because button combos would be set differently for some odd reason. On top of that, yes, everybody would be using the same ass character. It would be like Whis, Gogeta, and then maybe once in a while, maybe somebody would be playing, in one of the giant characters or something, But yes, I do agree. online mode is definitely for the sweaties. I ain't gonna lie there. If you're gonna go for the multiplayer aspect, yes, you're gonna have to play as a sweat. There's no casual play when it comes to that game anymore. I'm sorry.
So like, I'd rather a BT3's type style or.
But the story was amazing though.
Type style. I'm not a big fan of the combat. I think the base of it is very good in my opinion, but it still needs a lot of work in my opinion. I feel like it still needs a lot of work. So when you're talking about the combat a little bit, I agree, but I can't be having this conversation with you because you haven't played it. That's just how I feel. Like, because you haven't played it. Like, having this talk with, like you said, Ambassador Plays or Game Breaker Guide, it's like, okay, yeah. But it's just like, you haven't touched it. So it's like, it's role play. Because you might get something different by, playing it.
Okay, but that I feel like that statement does not apply. It would only apply to someone that's never picked up a Dragon Ball Arena Fighter. Like, if I was new and I've never touched a Dragon Ball game before in my life, okay, then your statement would carry weight. But I've played all the Arena Fighters. So again, I come from a place of experience to say, yeah, this game is trash. Just like you would have someone that's played, like, for example, if you had a person that played all the other Mortal Kombat games and they look at Mortal Kombat 1, they said, I'm not buying that. That's trash. The way they ruin the combat system, nah, that's garbage. I played better Mortal Kombat games. Would they not have the place of experience of playing all the other games to be able to make that statement?
No, because every Dragon Ball game played different. So no, I don't feel like that. If all Dragon Ball games played the same, then yeah, maybe. But every Dragon Ball game plays different. So that's why I think it's roleplay. Name a game that plays like Sparking Zero in a way.
Oh no, man! I think we're gonna have to agree to disagree on that. I think that you can.
You don't think so? Okay. So let me ask. So do Xenoverse 2 play like Sparking Zero?
Thankfully, no.
Do the Breakers play like Sparking Zero?
No, but it's a different.
Like Sparking Zero?
Oh, but to be fair, the Breakers is not a fighting game. It's a survival horror.
All right, do fighters play like Sparking Zero? Do Kakarot play like? That's what I'm saying. Every game is different.
Those are different genres. Those are not arena fighters. Dragon Ball Fighters is a traditional tag fighter.
All right, so we gonna compare it to what Raging Blast and BT3, which it don't play like them games though. It got similarities to it, but it don't play like it. That's what I'm saying. You got to play it for yourself. BT3 don't play like Raging Blast, and Raging Blast don't play like BT3. So that's what I'm saying. You have to give it a chance to put that together. You feel me? Like I just feel like it's role play. You have to try it. Them three games do not play the same at all. They're totally different games. Don't. Only thing they have in common is the camera angle. And maybe like a little animation combos role play, but the way they play is two different things.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
So wait. So are you disagreeing at Sparking don't play like them two games?
No, I'm not disagreeing in that. I'm just disagreeing overall of the statement that a person has played the other games can't have an opinion on the current game when they have that experience from the other games. But I mean, I guess that's the difference between how you feel and I feel. I feel like the person would have.
I don't mean to cut you off. I want to ask Chad. Chad, do y'all think? Who do y'all agree? I mean, I ain't gonna say, but like, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that? Just type in yes if you agree, no if you don't agree. Yes if you agree, no if you don't agree. I just want to see what Chad say because maybe like that's how I feel. You just got to play it. I think a game like what you're saying in a way is Call of Duty, because Call of Duty they're like the same role play, or 2K or Madden. Those games are similar every year. So maybe you could look at that if you've been playing them games all year and you get to a newer game and it looks different. You're like, oh, this trash. Then that's like a little bit because all them games play the same. Dragon Ball is different. Every time, like you said earlier, it's different genres to it.
So
there's no different genres to Call of Duty. It's just a gun and shooting.
Yeah.
Only thing you get is a new gun. So that's what I'm saying. For Dragon Ball, it's a little bit different because they got so many different games. Yo, thank you so much, Hammer. Thanks so much for the beat fire, though, boy. Appreciate it, though, bro. But go ahead. I mean, what I just said, do you agree with that or not?
You know, I just on that matter, I agree to disagree.
All right, I feel you, bro. I feel you. But Yes, bro. I agree with what he's saying. It's cool, sports. Come on, you don't gotta be scared to say you agree, bro. Cool, boy. Okay. Agree with him, bro. Yeah, it's different, bro. Reed Ham don't know what he say, bro. What did Ham say? Oh, Hammer. Why you call him Ham? Grown ass man calling his ass Ham. So let's just say Gamebreaker God was a god at Xenoverse 1, but never played Xenoverse 2 and said Xenoverse 2 was garbage. Would you trust his opinion?
I would consider, I would not rule it out. I'd be like, okay, you've been playing Xenoverse 1, man. What do you think of the new gameplay in Xenoverse 2? But what do you think is good? Do you think the neutral gameplay is good? Well, from my experience in Xenoverse 1, yeah, this new neutral combat, yeah, I think it's good. Or, I think it sucks with the defensive gameplay. And that happens with every fighting game, bros. That happens with every single game. It's happening with Tekken right now. Again, I brought up Mike Hollow. They're having an insurrection over Tekken 8. Some people like the heat system. Other people don't like the heat system. You gotta.
I'm trying to find it. He said, did he donate or he like role play? I don't see his name.
No. He's another YouTuber.
No, I'm talking about this dude in the chat. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
No,
but I was saying, it's people that will have played the prior editions of games like Tekken 7 or whatever, and they have experience. They've played all the games, and you might want their opinion on the next step or the evolution of the next game. And they might say, I don't like where it's going. It's too defensive. It's too offensive. It lost all its player, all of its skill curve. It doesn't have depth anymore. I just don't feel this new game. You might say, okay, that's a fair examination of the game. Well, I might take your opinion as gospel, or I might want to go make my own opinion. I'm not saying people don't have the right to make their own opinion, but I'm also saying it's not fair to rule out people who have had that body of experience with the other games, and they would know what to look for, and they would know what looks good versus what looks bad, and to just say, well, hold up, you've not played the current game at all. You've only seen it. We're completely throwing your opinion out. That's not fair. Let me put it like this. Let's say you got a mechanic who's worked on hundreds of cars before, right? He might not have driven all those cars, but he's been under the hood of hundreds of different cars, and he sees what's under the hood of the 2026 whatever, right? And he says, "Oh man, this car is a piece of junk, man. This system, this transmission is ass. This engine is ass. It's trash." Yeah, and then you turn around and say, "You've not driven this car before. How can you say it's trash?" And he looks at you like, "What the hell? I've seen hundreds of different cars. How can you say that I don't have a right to render an opinion?"
It's kind of fire, man. You're like comparing Xenoverse 3 to a car, man. I mean, Smarky to a car. It's kind of fire. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But I feel like your like I said, I apply that to Call of Duty.
Everybody has the right to the
Madden and stuff like that. I don't apply that to Dragon Ball games. I feel like they have so many different types of games.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it.
He's looking at. I agree with Rose here, though. He's trying to say that Xenoverse 3 is equivalent to basically, Call of Duty, the 2K games, and any other game that's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have the same style of gameplay, but for each iteration, we're going to make it better and better and better. We're not going to fix it, but we are going to improve what we have. Whereas Xenoverse, it's an evolving game. It's a game that evolves. And personally, the one thing I do hope they put in the game is something that they had in Ultimate Tenkaichi, was where if you had a teacher, not only would your fighting style change to match the teachers, but you will actually start gaining movesets as well as you progressed with that teacher. So I want that to be a thing in Xenoverse 3, but time will tell.
I just feel like that's just how I look at it in this way, bro. Like, I agree what you're saying. I agree with it, but I just don't feel like that goes with Dragon Ball, you know?
Again, I think that's just a difference of opinion. But I feel like a person who's played the past games
Yeah,
would
Don
have
Coolio
more
made a point. Don Coolio, let me cut you off. He said, you can have an opinion, but your opinion don't hold as much weight as somebody who actually played it. And I 100% agree. That's why I said earlier, like, yeah, I hear you. Like, you could be saying all the right shit about it, 100%. But I just can't take it serious because you haven't played it. It's like role play. Like, it's just
okay.
it's literally role playing.
Okay, let me give you a scenario like this then. What if you have a person that they've only played the new game, so this is just their first little Dragon Ball experience, and they think it's the best game ever, but they've not played the past games to know that that statement would be incorrect? Would they have more say so over the people that have played the past games and think that the new game is trash?
No, they would. I think they would just like the new game. Like, I don't know. Like, ask the question again. Like, I don't get what you're trying to ask.
No, the way that I said it was like this. I said, if you had a person who liked Sparking Zero and they've only played the new game Sparking Zero, this is their first time of playing a Dragon Ball Arena Fighter and they think it's the best thing ever, would they have more say so over a person who's played all the other Dragon Ball Arena Fighters that led up to this, and they say that the game is trash because they played all the better ones, all the past ones that were like great, the best Dragon Ball games ever? Why would they have more of an opinion over that experienced person?
Because they played Sparking Zero. Because Sparking Zero don't play
why would their opinion carry more? Why would they be able to say that the game is good over the person that has played the other games that would be able to say, well, it doesn't compare, it's not as good as these past games?
Because here's the thing. You got two dudes that are trying to basically say, hey, Sparking Zero is good, and you got another guy who hasn't played it. You got one guy that's played Sparking Zero, and another guy hasn't played it. One guy says, yes, the game is good, I enjoyed it, blah, blah. But you got another guy that's trying to say, oh, it's trash because because of X, Y, and Z, you know? I've actually got friends that diss on me because of the games that I play, and I tell them, dude, you can't really diss me on games that I've played because you haven't played them, okay? All anime games are trash. Not all anime games are trash. You just haven't found one you liked yet. Oh, all Sonic games are trash. Dude, you haven't played a Sonic game. You can't really say that, you know? And I've got one buddy that swears up and down that basically all shooters, you know, and Doom games are basically, oh, this is the pinnacle of basically gaming, essentially. And I'm like, okay, fine, but what's your opinion on these other games? Oh, they're all trash, but you've never played them. I don't have to. I can just tell by doing that. And that's what he wrote. That's who he reminds me of. He reminds me of a buddy of mine that's like that. So, but then again, I think we all have buddies that are like that in a way, where they'll literally just be like, "Oh, this game's trash," but you've never played Metroid Prime before, but it's trash. But here's the thing, though. You've not played it. How do you know it's trash? Oh, I can tell just by looking at the trailer. No, you cannot tell unless you are willing to take the time and effort to play it for, at least in my opinion, to go past the tutorial and play the actual game. No, you have not have, in my opinion, you don't have, and this is just my opinion, you don't have the right to tell me that the game is trash because you have not played it. Okay? That's like you telling me that, oh, Sonic Colors was a terrible game because of the boosting. The boosting is what ruined the Sonic era. But I'd be like, dude, you've never played a Sonic game in your life. How do you know that? Well, because of X, Y, Z. And I'm like, but you've never played a Sonic game. So no, you can't tell me that. Which reality is why me and him usually get into an argument about these things sometimes, though. Because it's usually games that I've not played, okay? And he'll straight up and go, dude, you need to do this, 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 and this, and this. And I'm like, dude, I am doing this, 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 and this. The only problem is I don't have the necessary skills to do what you're wanting me to do because this is the first time I'm playing the game. Well, did you follow the yes, I follow yes, I followed the tutorial clearly. But my style of gaming is different than your style of gaming. We've had that argument before, and it does not end well.
Because it's not
the conversation games, I can get into all day.
I don't. All right. This is my analogy because you did the car one, so this is my analogy. The way I'm looking at it in a way is you're trying to compare Call of Duty and Overwatch. That's the way I'm looking at it in a way. Now, chat, this might be a heat analogy or this shit might be ass, so it's a warning.
Overwatch.
This might go somewhere, it might not go nowhere. Call of Duty and Overwatch, they're both shooting games, but they play completely different.
Well,
completely
one's
different,
a hero
right?
shooter. One's a hero game, and the other one's just a
right
shooter.
Perfection, right?
Yeah,
Go Blade me in, bro. I ain't gonna let y'all know where I'm going with this. I ain't gonna. Blaze made me nervous, bro. Blaze, you an ass. You made me nervous. I ain't gonna lie, you made me nervous. He's like an Overwatch demon, bro. I don't know where I'm going with this, bro. I was gonna say. I don't know where I'm going with this. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know where I'm going with this. I feel like it could have been heat, chat. It could have been heat. Dude, just say it. It could have been heat, bro. Dude, I'm saying though, like Overwatch. Let's say Call of Duty is BT3 and all of them and stuff. It's a shooting game. Like BT3 and Call of Duty and Rage and Blast, that's like in the BT, that's in like the Call of Duty shit. But Sparking Zero is Overwatch in a way. Because, yeah, it's got similars like Call of Duty and Overwatch. Yeah, they're shooting games. Yeah, you could do that. But Overwatch is something completely different from them old games. So if a dude say, yeah, I like Overwatch, all the Call of Duty niggas gonna be like, well, it's not like this then because of this and this and that. I'm gonna listen to the nigga that play Overwatch because he actually played it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna listen to him because he actually has it. So that's how I feel like the comparison is in a way. Yo, Nano, thanks for the beat too, though, boy. I didn't lose my confidence.
I could understand saying, well, I'm not going to play Overwatch because it doesn't look like a game that I would like. An answer like that, I would completely understand. Okay, so don't play Overwatch. If it looks like a game you don't want to spend money and time and invest into, don't play it. Same thing with Call of Duty. Not a game, it's like, oh, Call of Duty, it's not a game I really care for. I don't see myself spending money and time and investment into it, Okay, fine. If you're willing to be honest with it, saying, well, I don't want to spend money on it because it doesn't look like something I would spend, an investment on, then yeah, don't do it. If it, don't invest in the game if, that's how you feel about it. But don't sit there and be like, well, the game's trash because of blah, X, Y, and Z, when all of a sudden you've never played the game before. When you've never played the game before. So, yeah. Which is why I get angry at conversations like this very easily.
I lost my confidence out. I don't know if that made sense or not, but I don't know if that made sense or not, bro.
Okay, I got something that's gonna end the whole thing. Okay, so removing the graphics, like let's not graphics carry no weight here. How the game looks carries no weight. Do you think Sparking Zero is better than Budokai Tenkaichi 3? No graphics. Leave graphics out of it.
Now go ahead. Finish what you're gonna say. I'm gonna read on after. That's a good one.
Removing graphics out of it.
Versus Overwatch.
Is Sparking Zero better than BT3?
I was reading a donation. Say it one more time, bro.
Is Sparking Zero better than Budokai Tenkaichi 3? Removing graphics out of it.
Nowhere near.
Okay, that's what I mean.
But that's what I prefer.
For me, it's about 50-50. I like them both equally.
They might prefer Sparking Zero.
That's what I'm saying. Equally. In order for Sparking Zero to be a good game and to be a good sequel, it needs to surpass its predecessor. It needs to be better. It needs to be a clear advancement. It needs to push the envelope. It needs to be.
You literally just said if somebody never played the old games and just played Sparking Zero, how would he know about the passing the predecessor if he haven't played the old one? You said, who would I listen to? Somebody that just got that game and he played it and stuff like that, and he never played any other Dragon Ball game, or should I listen to the guy that played all the other Dragon Ball games and haven't played that? Obviously, I'm gonna listen to the guy that played it because that's who. Oh, he played it. Okay, he says this and this and that. I'm gonna listen to him then. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying.
But that sounds like a bias. If you're looking at a person who's he's played all the past games, and he's saying, well, looking at this combat system and knowing what I know about these games and how they pan out, I just don't. Nah, this combat system looks like utter garbage. Like I've seen.
Okay. Well, let me do this. Real quick, Don, I'm gonna put you right here. I'm gonna drop you right there, Don. I'm gonna come back to you. But let me ask you this. Let's say I'm looking to buy the new Mortal Kombat game, right? Let's say Mortal Kombat 2 coming out, okay? And let's say I talked to the dude about, I talked to this one dude, and he told me, yo, this shit trash. I'm like, why you say it's trash? Bro, I played all the other Mortal Kombat games. I played Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. I played the Mortal Kombat card game, and I played Mortal Kombat the card game, like some delusional shit. But he like let's just say he played multiple Mortal Kombat games. And I'm like, oh, have you played the new one? He's like, no, but I played these other ones. I played Shaolin Monks and stuff like that. Why would I listen to him? And those games play nothing like the new game.
Yeah, I do agree with that one. That would be like me getting information from somebody who plays Dragon Ball Legends and have never touched a Xenoverse game. Like, straight up, that would be like me going, hey, what do you think about the Xenoverse games? Well, I've not played those yet, but I have played Legends, and I do enjoy Legends, but I could tell you that the Xenoverse game is dog shit when Legends, in my opinion, is better. But you just said you've not played any of the Xenoverse games. Yeah, but I play Legends, and that's better. Like, that's the comparison he's trying to make there.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, Shaolin Monks is a story mode game. He talking about card games and shit. Yeah. It don't make sense.
It's like all right, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like comparing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Why did you have to use extreme differences? Why wouldn't you just say
that's Dragon Ball games, Kakarot, Xenoverse? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but I didn't say anything.
Bandai, please put the Dragon Ball card game in Xenoverse 3. I think that would be kind of cool.
Different like that. Like if you were using the examples like Mortal Kombat Deception and Deadly Alliance, then okay, that would actually be a comparison, right? But like I didn't use an abstract game like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot or Dragon Ball The Breaker.
BT3 and Spark, Rage and Blast, right?
Those are equivalent games. Those are arena fighters where you're fighting another opponent, you're doing combos, you're trying to reduce the health to zero to win. So those are equal games. I didn't reach for a game that was way different like Dragon Ball Sagas or Dragon Ball Ultimate Battle 22 or anything like that. I went for a game that is extremely similar, that is supposed to be the predecessor game.
Sparking Zero. I get you. So let me go ahead and use my ultimate attack. Let me go to Don, because Don said, would you rather let somebody work on your car who's worked on your brand of car before only, or somebody who worked on every car but your brand of car? I think that's the perfect way he could put it.
Yeah.
Well, that gets a little bit murky. Are they?
Bro. He got you there, bro. Come on, bro. He got you there.
Let me. But it's a nuanced thing. Like it's kind of nuanced. Is this person a rookie mechanic? Have they only worked on cars for a year?
He only worked on that brand. He only works on your car brand. But he only works on your car brands, but whatever. Let's say Mercedes. He only worked on Mercedes. But the dude that never worked on Mercedes, but he worked on Chevrolet and all these other brands, but he never worked on Mercedes. Which dude are you going to?
To the Mercedes.
Well, I would probably go with the person that's worked on a wider variety of cars.
Come on, bro. You just give in, bro.
The Mercedes guy. I would go to the Mercedes guy.
Would say, go with the mechanic that has more experience on different cars, because they would know better.
Him if he never worked on my brand before, though. Why would I?
No. He's like, I'm not a car guy. Never owned a car. Still don't. Don't have a license. And I'm in my 30s. Here's the funny thing. I would still go to the guy who has more experience working on a single brand of car. If I had a Honda, I would go to the Honda area and be like, hey, there's a rattling in my engine. Can you fix it? Oh, yeah, sure, we'll do that. We work on Hondas all the time. I would go to somebody who has more experience working on a brand of car than who has multiple experience of working on multiple cars. Now, if they've worked on a Honda before, okay, fine. That's fine. But I would rather go to somebody who has more experience working on that brand of car because they know what the hell they're talking about. Though.
Go with him for.
he would know. But he would know what is supposed to look good in any car. He would know. He would look at it like, "Hey, I've seen thousands of cars before, brother. That air filter is that engine is ass. Like, bro, you got a cracked head cylinder. I've seen this in other cars before." And he has more experience overall versus the person that only works on this one car. They've never seen any other car before. They only work on one thing. They have limited experience. They don't have enough experience.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I think you're just fighting to say you got me, man. I really think you're just fighting to say it, man.
I'm promising you, I'm not. That car thing is probably a bad.
It's a bit that we got you there, bro. Because there's no way, bro. There's no way you go to a shop and this dude tell you, well, you can go to this dude. He worked on a lot, but he never worked on your brand. Or you go to this dude and he worked on your brand. That's all he does. That's what he's special in. He's special in your brand. That's his specialty.
I go to the specialist.
Again, I think that's a nuanced situation because, like, if you were to tell me,
think about it. If you're having heart problems, you're going to want a heart specialist. If you're having kidney or liver problems, you're going to want to go to that specialist because they're going to know more about that than just some other random doctor that's going to be like, yeah, here, take these pills, take these pills and you'll be fine.
If you're like, let's say, for example, you got a Dodge Hellcat and it's got an electrical problem and you got a mechanic that specializes in working on electrical problems for that specific car, then in that instance, yes, I would want to go for that to that specific mechanic. But if it's not an electrical problem and it's a basic issue and I have a person that only has the experience of working on that one brand versus the other person that works on thousands of different car brands, I'm gonna go in that.
Aiden made a point too. He said even if you talk to the dude about your brand, what's the first thing he gonna say to you? Oh, I never worked on these type of cars before. That's the first thing he gonna say to you.
Yep.
He like you can yap to him all you want, but he's gonna be like, I never worked on this before. He's not even gonna know what you're talking about. But if you go to the other dude, he gonna be like, oh yeah, this cord go here, yeah, this gonna do. He gonna know that. You can yap to him all you want. All right, so do you agree that the first thing he will say to you is, I never worked on these brands before? Or do you think he's gonna stick his head under the car and start working?
I think he gonna look at it and see if he can actually work on it, if he knows anything. But again, these are the different. It's a such thing as nuance. Okay, so if he's working on a non-specific problem, like if he's just doing a basic repair and he's done this on thousands of cars, fine, you're gonna go with the more experienced person. But if it's a specific issue that's specific to this specific brand of car, then obviously, yes, you want to go to a specialist who does this one car all day long. But in any other scenario, you want to go with the person that has way more experience, that's seen these different problems on thousands of different cars. You don't want a person, you don't want a person that is limited. You want a person that has experience.
I don't even know how we get on cars, chat. We just like, how the freak did we get here? Xenoverse the cars. That shit ain't, bruh. How the freak do we start talking about cars, bro? Yo, Skull, thanks for the beat too. We gotta get off this car situation, bro.
Yeah.
We hit this. Is there anything else you want to say something about Dragon Ball, bro? Is there anything else, bro, that you just want to get off your chest to the people about Dragon Ball, or you want to clear something else up, bro, about Dragon Ball?
The only thing that I can say about Dragon Ball, in specific about the games, is that I feel like too many people are desperate to like whatever is new that is coming out, because it's difficult to not be a part of the crowd. Like you're afraid of speaking out, of being an individual. You want to be with the group because being with the group is the safe option. You're gonna be with the what you feel is the winning team, and to have your own opinion, you feel like it's a dangerous thing. Don't be led by the nose. If you think independent of other people, be an individual. This goes into an overall life lesson. Be a leader. Don't be a follower. Don't be a person that's going to be a part of the group. Everybody's doing it, so you got to do it too. Everybody's thinking like this, so you got to think like it too. You got to be a part of the hive mind. be an individual. If you think that something is wrong, speak out.
We are the Dragon
It takes
Ball
more
Board.
courage to be an individual than being a part of a group. Again, I feel like every one of your parents should have told you to be a leader and not a follower.
That was heat, big, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Thanks for the wise words, man. Yo, dog, thanks for the beat too, bro.
SSJ4 with our Cax tears of joy,
No
one following.
No one following, though, bro. But yeah, man. You said you would be down to do a part 2 when the trailer come out, bro. Cause that's why I really want to see what you have to say, man.
I'm not gonna miss
this
this conversation.
Yeah, sure.
Part 2. I'm not gonna miss that conversation.
I would definitely be hitting you up, man, when we get our next trailer for what you call, man. I definitely want to see what you have to say. So we would definitely do a part 2 to this, man. Anybody else we'll answer one more question. I'll let him answer one more if anybody got one more question.
The novelty of this encounter.
So you can pick any question you want, and after that, we're gonna wrap this up, man. Yo, Hammer, thanks so much for the big 5 though, bro. If you want to read one more question. Anybody got one more question for him, bro? Keep it Dragon Ball related. If it's not Dragon Ball, then shut that shit up, bro. Dart, thanks so much for the big 5 though, bro.
Going against the grain, even if it could be completely wrong.
You can read whatever you want to read. Donation.
Let me see.
Just read one more.
Trying to see.
So being a leader is going against the grain.
Okay, so
completely wrong.
Okay, I got one. Perfection. You care about canon characters and story, but Xenoverse 3 is age 1000. Effectively uncharted territory for the series, save for Dragon Ball Online. Why contest OG stuff to the new material when you know this? Because ultimately that does not matter. We know that the story is set in the future. Okay, but this is a video game. Just like, for example, if you have a Tekken game and it happens to happen 10 or 15 years after the previous Tekken game, you still want
the big 2, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, you still want certain characters in that game because it's a video game. You don't have to lose particular characters because the story has progressed in whatever kind of way. So yeah, I'm still going to care about certain characters and certain features being in the game regardless. So yeah, you do need particular characters because that's what keeps your player base playing. That's what keeps people coming to your game. I don't care if we're in age 800 or 900. I want OG Dragon Ball characters. I don't care about power levels or anything.
John, don't delete his message, bro. Don't delete, bro. If somebody agree with perfection, bro, don't delete his message. It's crazy, bro. Come on, bro. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. So I don't care. Again, I think it's just the only big point here is the character customization or character creation. That's all I care about.
So basically what he's saying is that if it doesn't have any of the OG characters or the original roster, I guess, your Goku, your Vegeta, your Cell, your Frieza, he says it's basically just going to be a trash game, which, wrong. Any game can be a trash game depending on how the developers made the game. But reality, he's just going off of one trailer. We saw Piccolo, obviously, or at least somebody that looked like Piccolo in the trailer. But it doesn't mean it's Piccolo. At least I don't think it was confirmed to be him, though. But I will say this, though. Well, I'll give my talk after this is done.
All right, bro. All right, Chad. If we just keep going, we'll just be talking in circles, man. I really hope y'all enjoy this freaking stream, man. Perfection, bro. I appreciate you agreeing to come on and do this, man. Yo, my boy, Real. Thanks for the beat too, man. Difference between having an opinion and hating. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Difference between having an opinion and hating law.
Bro, thanks for the beat too, though, man. But yo, I appreciate you for coming on the platform and doing this podcast with me, man.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Appreciate you agreeing, bro. Like you said, so you is down for part 2, right? So we can do part 2 when the trailer comes out.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem.
All right, so I'll hit you up for part 2. We got to see what you have to think about it, man. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and get out of here. I'm gonna keep you for too long, bro. But again, man, I appreciate it, bro. And I'll see you in part 2 when the trailer comes out.
All right, man. All right, take care.
All right, bro.
Peace.
Peace, bro.
But yeah, like I was saying, you can't get much information from what we got from it, in my opinion. Just because, yeah, they show one small trailer of like an opening cut, which is most likely going to be the opening cut scene to the video game. And on top of that, which is going to be probably be the starting point of the game as well. You can't really get too much detail on that. That crap sounds like he's getting sick. But I will say this. We really need more information before we can really judge a game. On top of that, really also need to wait until a video game comes out. I'd say play it for about maybe, my opinion, 8 to about 16 hours of playtime to really see if it's a really a good game. Because that's really the only reason why you're going to tell. Because once you get once you get done with the tutorial, then you get to the point to where, yeah, you're leveling up your character. You're trying to figure out how the game works and how you can manipulate the game to your favor so you can constantly win battles, or to see if you need to, okay, do I need to grind more? Do I need to do this? Then you can make your decisions on that. You can't really make a decision on, well, I've not played it, but I heard so-and-so person say this and so-and-so person say that. No, you cannot do that. I personally do believe you have to play a video game to realize it's trash. As a guy who has played basically tons of Dragon Ball games, almost every Sonic game that has ever came out, the only one I have not touched is Boom. Because reality, in my opinion, this is going to sound very controversial to me, but as a guy that has played every single Sonic game, I still want to play Sonic Boom, don't get me wrong. I just got to find a copy and get it because I have a Wii U. But the problem is that the game apparently is so buggy and glitchy, it makes Sonic 06 look like a AAA title. So but yeah, don't judge. The term is don't judge a book by its cover, because reality of the situation is if you judge a book by the way it looks, you're not going to get the whole story. So reality, we just got to see what happens as time goes by. So if you want to see more stuff like this, if you guys want to see me react to more Dragon Ball stuff, or if you want my opinion on what I think Xenoverse 3 is going to be like, hit me up in the comments section, like, share, subscribe. Please. I am trying to become a content creator. I am trying to be somebody who is, at least can be at least good with information on certain things. And I believe with Dragon Ball and certain types of video games, I am good with information like that. But I also like feedback and honesty, so please give me that as well. So have a good day. I hope you all have a blessed day, and let's all have a fun time playing all kinds of video games. Peace!